Longfellow students. February 1st is fast approaching. I hope you're as excited as I am to come to Longfellow for the first time in what's been, feels like forever. 6th graders, you're entering our building for the first time. 7th and 8th graders, it's been over 10 months. I hope you guys are excited, just like I am. But when you come to our school, things won't be normal, okay? I think it's important that we realize right away together, in order for us to open and for us to stay open, we're in this together. Families, parents, students, Longfellow teachers, our office staff, everybody must work together to make sure that we are following all of our infection control measures and we're keeping everybody in our school healthy and safe. Shout out to all of our Longfellow students who took that quiz. That quiz was trying to see, what do you know about infection control? Well, the first question was a true or false question. It said, I should stay home and learn from home if I am feeling sick. 97.2%, almost all of our Longfellow students answered this correctly. True. You should stay home if you are feeling sick. This is precaution number one. This is the best way to keep our school open is any adults, any kids, if you're not feeling well, please stay home.
Each morning at 5:30 and 7:30, each student will be emailed a daily system tracker survey. We encourage students and families to complete the survey at home before coming to school. Anyone who has not completed it before school starts will do it immediately during homeroom. This survey reads as follows. You're being asked to take this survey to check your readiness to enter a school district of La Crosse building based on your personal assessment of your health and wellness. By completing this survey and submitting your responses, you agree that the information collected can be used by our COVID-19 readiness team to make decisions to provide a safe environment for you, your coworkers, visitors, and students. The data will be kept internal to the School District of La Crosse as confidential and will be used solely to determine if you should enter the building at this time. Have you had a close contact within 6 feet for at least 15 minutes in the last 14 days with someone currently diagnosed with COVID-19, or are you or a household member awaiting the results of a COVID-19 test? If you have tested positive in the last 90 days and recovered, please mark no for this question. If you or a household member were tested while asymptomatic and are not a close contact to a positive case, please mark no to this question. Within the last 24 hours, have you or someone in your household experienced the following symptoms above your baseline? The baseline is outside of your normal symptoms due to pre-existing conditions such as seasonal allergies, migraines, or other things. Those symptoms are having a cough, fever, vomiting, shortness of breath, difficulty breathing, new loss of smell or taste, or taking medication to reduce a fever. Within the last 24 hours, have you or someone in your household had at least 2 of the following symptoms above your baseline? It is outside your normal symptoms due to pre-existing conditions. These symptoms include congestion, runny nose, fatigue, muscle and or body aches, sore throat, chills, nausea, diarrhea, or headache. All those involved in the making and producing of this video adhered to School District of La Crosse COVID-19 protocols. Only when it was safe to do so did participants appear maskless.
Hello, I am Mrs. Turner. I am the student administrative assistant, and I am looking forward to getting all of our students back. Stay safe.
Please call the office if your student will not be attending in person for their scheduled school day, or if your student is too ill to participate online from home.
Hello, Longfellow students. This is Miss Vanderberg. I am a 6th grade teacher with the Unity Pod. And the next question on the survey about infection control was all about hand washing. 95.3% of Longfellow students were correct when answering the hand washing question. So you should wash your hands before eating, after you wipe or blow your nose, after you use the bathroom, and after sharing equipment with others. When in doubt, everyone, wash your hands frequently throughout the day, and there will also be hand sanitation stations set up across the school.
Hi everyone, my name is Ms. Clevey. I'm a teacher here at Longfellow. I'm here to talk to you about the next question on your survey, which was masks. we found out 97.9% of students know that their mask should cover their nose and their mouth. The only time we will be able to take our masks off is when we're sitting at our desks for breakfast or in the lunchroom eating lunch. When we get up to throw our garbage away, we'll have to put our mask back on. We'll talk about this more later in the video.
Hi Longfellow students, I'm Mr. Morshauser. I teach 6th grade in the Unity team, and I'm here to talk about the next 2 questions in the infection control survey that you took. I was really happy to see that 99.1% of Longfellow students knew that you should always stay at least 6 feet away from other people. The next question asked students to picture what 6 feet would really look like. It'd be like a jump rope stretched out, maybe a pool noodle. A tall person's arm span would be about 6 feet, not 1 arm span at all. I went out in my garage and found a board that was pretty tall. So I think it's 6 feet, and this would be the distance that we would have to be far apart. So just let me measure it. I have a tape measure right here. Aha! Let's go to Longfellow and take a look at some distances to show what 6 feet would be.
Hello, my name is John Bottick, Associate Principal here at Longfellow Middle School. Longfellow doors will open at 7:15 each morning. Our buses arrive at Longfellow between 7:20 and 7:25. We are encouraging families to do their best to follow our suggested drop-off times to stagger big groups of students arriving at one time. We ask that families drop their students off on Denton Street along the north side of the school. Students should all then enter through the main rotunda doors, not the office. 6th graders are encouraged to come to school at 7:20, 7th graders at 7:25, and 8th graders at 7:30. Students riding their bikes to school will still lock their bikes on the rack by the basketball hoops on Redfield Street. Bikers will then have to walk to the front of the school to enter.
Students, when you enter the building, this is what you're going to see. You're going to see our LMC right here. This whole area is what we call the rotunda, all right? Now, if you're a 6th grade student and you're in Venture or Unity Pod, you're going to walk through these doors here and walk right up that staircase. If you're a Navigator student, you're going to head down this hallway. If you are an Endeavor student in the 8th grade, you're actually going to be down these stairs right here, that old great LTI classroom space. Riverpod kids, you are heading up this stairwell right here, and all of our 7th graders are headed down this hallway. Don't worry about remembering all that. We'll have adults here at those first days of school to remind you where you're going.
Every school day will begin with you in your homeroom. So you will be in your homeroom from 7:35 until 8 a.m. every single day. Your breakfast will be delivered to you in your homeroom. So as soon as you get your breakfast, you will take a seat. Then you can take off your mask to eat and drink your breakfast. Then put your mask back on to throw everything away and clean up your area.
To avoid congregating students in the hallways and to make sure that we can socially distance, we will not have lockers to begin school. We may have these eventually. All students will be able to travel with their backpacks and their coats. Coats will be placed on the back of your chair at your assigned seat in each class. It's very important that you check your backpack each morning and bring only necessary and appropriate items to school. Each day, students should have a backpack with a water bottle, a charged iPad, and have at least 1 book to read. Students may also use their backpack to travel with their cell phones and a snack or cold lunch for the day. Please leave any toys, electronics, or other items at home.
Social distancing will also be important when using our bathrooms in school. To make sure everyone is distanced from each other, we will only allow 2 students in the bathroom at a time. Students must keep masks on in the bathroom as well. When dismissed from one class to the next, students should walk directly to their next class. At all times, please ask your teacher if you can excuse yourself to the bathroom so teachers can ensure we are only having 2 students at a time in a bathroom.
Students will be dismissed from their classes in staggered rotations. Students will walk from class to class or class to lunch while keeping 6 feet social distancing in the hallway. Students will wait on X's that are spaced out 6 feet apart while waiting to get their lunch. Students will sit in the cafeteria on a marked X. There will be 3 students per table, and every X will be spaced out 6 feet apart. There will be extra seating in the bleachers to make sure everyone has a place to sit and eat socially distanced. Once students have finished eating, they must put their mask back on before throwing away their garbage. Lunchroom supervisors will dismiss tables to throw away their garbage. Students will be able to still have recess time after they eat, but of course, let's keep 6 feet of distance during that time.
The end of the school day can be a mad rush when the whole school is leaving their classrooms and trying to find their rides home. This can make social distancing very challenging. To prevent any issues, we will dismiss 6th graders at 2:35, 7th graders at 2:40, and 8th graders at 2:45. Students riding the bus will leave through the back entrance like in previous years, and they'll find their buses in the back lot or on Redfield Street along the football field. Parents picking up their students are encouraged to be there by the times listed and to pick up students along Denton Street, the same place where students would be dropped off in the morning.
All right, Longfellow, that wraps up our video. I hope you can now picture what it's going to look like when we're actually back in the building. We can keep everybody, students and staff, safe if we're following all these infection control measures. We're coming back to school, finally. I hope you're excited.